In this video, we will study about muscular tissues. We will study about muscular tissues. Muscular tissues form the muscles of the body. Muscular tissue forms the muscles of the body. They are present in every part of the body. They are present in every part of the body. The contraction and relaxation of the muscles help the body to carry out different type of movement. The contraction and relaxation of the muscles helps the body to carry out different types of movement. Based on the structure and functions performed, muscular tissue are of three types. Muscular tissues are of three types, that is voluntary, involuntary and cardiac muscles. Muscular tissue are of three types: voluntary, involuntary and cardiac muscles. Let's discuss about voluntary or stated muscles. These muscles are under the control of the individual's will. These muscles are under the control of individual's will. Therefore, they are also called as voluntary muscles. They are under the control of individual's will. Therefore, they are also called as voluntary muscles. The muscles attached to the legs are voluntary muscles. The muscles attached to the legs are the voluntary muscles. While walking or jumping, we can control the muscles of our legs. These muscles are usually attached to the bones and are also known as skeletal muscles. These are also known as skeletal muscles. The cells of these muscles have striation of light and dark bands which many nuclei. Hence they are also called as striated muscles. So other name of voluntary muscles is striated muscles. Involuntary or unstated muscles. These muscles are not under the control of individual's will. These muscles are not under the control of individual's will. Therefore, they are called involuntary muscles. We are calling them involuntary muscles. These muscles are spindle shaped and have only one central located nucleus. These muscles are spindle shaped and have only one centrally located nucleus. These are smooth structures without any striation, therefore they are known as unstriated muscles. These muscles are found in the walls of hollow organs such as stomach, intestine, blood vessels and urinary bladder. They help in the movement of food through the digestive system, contracting the blood vessels and emptying the bladder. We can see in the diagram voluntary muscles of arm and involuntary muscles of stomach. Next is cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are present only in the wall of the heart. Cardiac muscles are present only in the walls of heart. They have the features of both voluntary and involuntary muscles. These are present only in the wall of heart. They have feature of both voluntary and involuntary muscles. Like involuntary muscles, they are not under the control of individual's will. Whereas like voluntary muscles, they have striations. The cardiac muscles keep on contracting and relaxing throughout life and never get tired. Their rhythmic contraction and relaxation helps in circulation of blood through the body. The fibers of cardiac muscles have branches which join together with distinct nucleus in each of them. So, cardiac muscles are present only in the wall of heart. Let's study the difference between the voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles, and cardiac muscles. Voluntary muscles have stations of light and dark bands, whereas no stations can be seen in involuntary muscles. Whereas in case of cardiac muscles, stations of light and dark band is present. Voluntary muscles are under the control of individual's will, whereas involuntary muscles are not under the control of individual's will. Cardiac muscles are not under the control of individual's will. Voluntary muscles are multinucleated, whereas involuntary muscles are uninucleated. And cardiac muscles are also uninucleated. Voluntary muscles are present in hands and legs. Involuntary muscles are present in the walls of internal organ like stomach and intestine. Cardiac muscles are only present in the wall of heart. Voluntary muscles helps in the movement of bones and gets tired when overworked. Whereas involuntary muscles helps in the functioning of internal organs. For example, food moves very easily due to the involuntary muscles in the stomach. Cardiac muscles work continuously throughout the life and never gets tired.